to themselves. When somebody is not thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is doing no harm to Allah. He is doing all harm to himself. وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. How can anybody do any harm to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He is above all these things. So anybody who is disobeying him is doing harm to himself. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا ادْخُلُوا هَذِهِ الْقَرْيَةَ. And just recall, when we said to you, enter this city or this town, هَذِهِ الْقَرْيَةَ. Now which was that city or town? Here again, Quran doesn't mention the name. هَذِهِ, this. Enter this town. But you know, the biblical description tells it was the town of Jericho or Ariha. That was the first town that was captured by the Bani Israel after their exodus from Egypt. And that was the beginning of their conquering Palestine. So the first town that fell to them was Ariha or Jericho. It's very important today. In the news you find this name, repeatedly. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا ادْخُلُوا هَذِهِ الْقَرْيَةَ فَكُلُوا مِنْهَا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمْ رَغَدًا. Enter this town and eat bountifully therein with pleasure and delight wherever you wish. وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ سُجَّدًا. But enter the door bowing your heads. That was very important. When a conqueror enters a town which he has conquered, or an army enters a town which he has conquered, then the necks, they are high up, the heads are high, they are proud. But when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered Mecca, his head was bowed down. His forehead was touching the hair of the neck of the horse he was riding. Because this was not the time of arrogance, it was the time of humility before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The same commandment was given to them. Udkhulul baba sujjadan. Bowing yourself. Waqulu hittatun. And repeat the word hitta. Hitta meant in Hebrew, hitta, O Allah, ighfir lana. Pardon us. Grant us our mistakes. Hittatun. And going with your humility and say, forgive us. Naghfir lakum khatayakum. We shall forgive you your misdeeds or your mistakes. Wasanazidul muhsinin. And those of you who are good doers, we will increase their rewards. وَبَدَّلَ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا قَوْلًا غَيْرَ الَّذِي قِيلَ لَهُمْ. But those evildoers, those who were the evildoers, they changed the word that was given to them by another one which was not given to them. And it is given in Torah, they said hinta, but instead of hitta, hinta. Hinta means this wheat. We need wheat. We need wheat. This was the bad habit of these Jews from the very beginning. As we shall find that with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they used to say Ra'ina, Ra'ina. So this will, inshallah, we shall read when we go progress further. فَبَدَّلَ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا قَوْلًا غَيْرَ الَّذِي قِيلَ لَهُمْ فَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا رِجْزًا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ. So we sent down upon those evildoers a punishment from the sky. بِمَا كَانُوا يَفْسُقُونَ. Because of their rebellion nature, rebellion and disobedience. وَإِذِ اسْتَسْقَىٰ مُوسَىٰ لِقَوْمِهِ. Again remember the time when the nation of Moses, people of Moses, asked for water. Istasqa Musa liqawmihi. Istasqa, to demand water, to drink. Because there was no source of water. And for such a big, perhaps there was some camping at some place, and at that place there was no source of water. And now 600,000 people going without water. What condition would have been there, if everybody can imagine. Now they gathered round Moses alayhi salatu wasalam. We find all these details in Torah, in very lengthy details. They cursed Moses alayhi salatu wasalam. They said, you have done us something very bad. At least we were there in Egypt, although we were slaves, but we were eating and drinking and we were having all the goods of life. Now, although we have become free from that bond of slavery, but nothing to eat, not even water to drink. Where have you brought us? That was the attitude of the people. Now when they gathered round Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam demanding water, فَقُلْ نَضْرِبْ بِعَصَاكَ الْحَجَرَ. Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, "Oh Allah, produce some source of water for us." فَقُلْنَا, we told him, we asked him, اضرب بعصاك الحجر, strike this rock with your staff. فَانْفَجَرَتْ مِنْهُ اثْنَتَا عَشْرَةَ عَيْنًا. There gushed forth from that rock 12 springs. قَدْ عَلِمَ كُلُّ أُنَاسٍ مَشْرَبَهُمْ. Every tribe knew its place of drinking, because there were 12 tribes. They were the progeny of 12 sons of Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam. And there were 12 tribes. Now look to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He didn't give them one spring. They would have fought each other. So 12 springs gushed out. So every tribe fixed for itself that this is our spring and this is our spring, so that there was no infighting between them on this water. قَدْ عَلِمَ كُلُّ أُنَاسٍ مَشْرَبَهُمْ كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا مِنْ رِزْقِ اللَّهِ وَلَا تَعْصَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. And as if it was said to them, now eat and drink from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided you, and do not act corruptly, making mischief on the earth. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى لَن نَّصْبِرَ عَلَىٰ طَعَامٍ وَاحِدٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given them man and salwa. All the dietary needs were fulfilled by these two. They were getting them without any hard labor, without cultivation, without farming, everything easily at hand. But now they got tired with these two things. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ, and remember when you said, Ya Musa, O Moses, لَن نَّصْبِرَ عَلَىٰ طَعَامٍ وَاحِدٍ. We can't be patient with this only one food, continuously taking one food, this man and salwa, nothing else. فَدْعُ لَنَا رَبَّكَ. So pray to your Lord for us. يُخْرِجْ لَنَا مِمَّا تُنبِتُ الْأَرْضِ. He should bring out from the earth what the earth grows. مِن بَقْلِهَا وَقِسَّائِهَا وَفُومِهَا وَعَدَسِهَا وَبَصَلِهَا. Its herbs, its cucumbers, its garlic, its lentils, and its onions. Now these are the things which add taste, to your food. So no, because they were very much accustomed to the taste of these foods, now they demanded these things, because all their dietary requirements were being fulfilled. So now additionally, every man needs something which is tasty. قَالَا تَسْتَبْدِلُونَ الَّذِي هُوَ أَدْنَىٰ بِالَّذِي هُوَ خَيْرٌ. Moses said, do you want to exchange that thing which is better with that which is worse? Adna,